Hello everybody, this is going to be your daily hope for September 30th. I hope you're all doing well. I know I feel a great ease and relief now that Tucker is back home. He now has a GPS tracker on him, so I hope that works out well. Alright, let's get into this. Let's see what's happening for the daily hope. Monday, September 30th. Elephant, greatness. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. So what this is telling me is, as you flow with what the divine has on the go for your life and you let them work in the background, there's a lot of success coming to you that if you knew the amount of success that was on the table for you right now, you'd run screaming in the other direction because you have no idea how you'd even handle it. In fact, I hear a lot of you saying, there's no way in hell I don't want to do that. There's no way that would be me. I'd never do something like that. Well, that's why the divine brings one little thing to us at a time and takes us through cycles and these sorts of things in our life so that we're not overwhelmed with what's coming to us. Okay, let's see what else we've got on the go here. See what else the divine has on the go. Because all my people here by now should understand that Guiding Halo always talks about being in the flow with what the divine has on the go, right? So that's why I'm saying that. All right. Sisters of the seasons, cycles of growth, natural law, and divine order. So everything needs to come at divine timing. And in this card, it talks about having different seasons in your life and that there's perfect timing for each thing that happens in your life. And it's all about the cycle of growth and how we grow. And sometimes we'd like to skip one in order to go straight to the finish line. Sometimes we'd like to not go through one at all and just stay where we are. But it's all about divine timing and divine order. This card number 17 equals an 8. So this could very much be speaking about someone's growth in their financial life. No matter what happens, you can find new wings, rise from the past, accept the positive change that is coming. Oh man, I am here to tell you, this is so true. It's like the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? You go through trauma, you go through turmoil. You don't expect your life to take on a whole different trajectory, and bam, here you are all of a sudden, doing what you thought you'd never ever do, ever. But someone here, whoever this reading is for today, is for many. You're rising from the ashes, my friends. The divine has something very important for you to achieve. You will naturally and easily achieve success now. It's like they're saying, you've gone through it. Through this last cycle, someone is ending a cycle and starting anew. And it's been, the divine has held you up for a reason. The divine has brought you to this certain point for a reason. Everything that happens to you happens on purpose. Even the shitty stuff that we go through that we can't even think that we could face another day after happening. And trust me, I've been through it. I have been through a lot, as you all have been through a lot. And everybody's story is different, okay? Everybody has a different story. Everybody has different feelings, even about the same story. So let's keep in mind that just because someone's growth doesn't look like ours does, or doesn't feel the way ours does not mean that their growth isn't real, and that their pain they're in isn't real, and that the successes that they experience aren't real. Let's keep that in mind, because everyone experiences even the very same thing very differently. Wow, look at that. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. The wheel of fortune spinning in your favor, my friends. This is absolutely quintessential of the divine saying, it's time. It's your time now Time to rise like a phoenix from the ashes. It is your time to step forward. Step forward. We've held you up long enough. You've finished this cycle. This is one, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's like one cycle ending, another starting. And you're rising like a phoenix from the ashes. And when you do, the wheel of fortune spins in your favor. You take on this new trajectory the divine wants you to take on. And says you have learned everything you need to learn. Perhaps someone is still stuck in a situation, in a cycle, or they feel stuck, but the divine is saying you can be done. You're allowed to be done. You go ahead and be done. It's time to start a new cycle. Definitely. Or someone could be wanting to start that new cycle and the divine could be holding you up, but it's coming fast. It's coming fast, guaranteed, because no matter what happens, you can find new wings. Rise from the past, accept the positive change that's coming your way. All right? Let's see what this one has to say. Dear you, there is a balance between activity and rest, ebb and flow. You can't have one without the other. If you are faced with an obstacle right now, the best course is surrender and non-resistance. Soon enough, you'll see how easy it is to flow around it. Now is one of those times you must trust the river of your life and flow with what the divine has on the go. I'm totally reading that differently because of what I always say. And in no time, you'll reach what you have your heart and hopes set on. Just remember, Spirit will keep your head above water and will redirect the currents. And will direct the currents. When it's time for a greater effort, you'll know exactly when you'll need to work those manifesting muscles. It can be challenging to master the flow cycles of your life, but as you develop your skills, affluence will be yours. Enjoy the flow and trust those currents, for we're right there with you with our little umbrella drinks, smiling at your success. Love you so, so much. Let's read what this card here is fully about. I get such a better understanding when I take the time to actually read it. Sisters of the Seasons, Cycles of Growth, Natural Law, Divine Order, card number 17. When the Sisters of the Seasons meet you on your path, they remind you that everything has a natural rhythm that obeys higher law. Just as seasons magically pass, be reminded that the nature of birth, grow, harvest, and decay cannot be altered. So if you keep on your path with determination and discernment, allowing for the natural course of events to unfold, success is assured. Divine appropriate timing is guiding your desires into perfect manifested form. This is a very good period to start new things as you've moved out of winter into the beginning of spring. Continue with patience and be aware of the rhythms of your opportunities. There will be periods when things slow down and begin anew, move into fruition, and then slow down again in a never-ending natural flow. Be mindful of which sister greets you, for she points directly at the next. Every moment counts now. Now, I had someone on the channel ask me why it is that I read the challenge as well as the ally part of this card. And it's because a lot of times the ally part of the card doesn't resonate with some people, but yet what they're going through truly inwardly, the challenger part resonates more so. So just take which side resonates for you, whether they're coming as your ally or they're here to challenge you. Perhaps it could be very much both. And that's why I read both, all right? The Sisters of the Seasons send you a warning that you're trying to jump the gun and go from winter to summer without paying heed to spring, or skip from summer to winter without allowing for the possibility of autumn, moving too quickly, looking for shortcuts, and artificially trying to prolong a hoped-for result will not yield what you desire. There are no shortcuts. It's time to rethink your plans. All four sisters are nature's cherished daughters, and all are important. Be careful of the difficulties they force you to endure when you try to trick them away from each other. Better to let nature take her course. Her daughters will be very happy, and so will you if you let them express themselves in order. So basically, it's about taking that moment and that understanding that divine timing, everything has everything going on, and you might want to create the money, the abundance that you want right now and find a way to do it right now. But there is a perfect time and birth for everything. And if you want to create that right now and you feel that is your desire, then go ahead and create that right now. Absolutely. It's not saying that you can't or that you shouldn't. Absolutely take the steps. But if you find yourself taking steps and you come up against a said virtual brick wall in every single thing you try and do, perhaps there's something that you're missing here. Perhaps there's something that you need to understand before you move forward. Perhaps there's that one more thing the divine needs to take you through before you step into the fruition that you're about to create. Now, love is your strength. Leadership is your path. So if leadership is your path, have you learned everything about what you're going to be teaching and how you're going to be leading people? Have you learned enough, or everything the divine needs you to learn in specific or to a point, so that they can take you forward into the new cycle that they have planned for you? Is there something you're missing? Just do a sight check. See exactly what's going on, where you've been, where you're going. Soar up like an eagle and have a look at the whole greater, wider picture of the last, say, 5 years of your life, and see what it is. Ask the divine if there's something that they need to show you in order to step into that perfect right way of doing something, okay? That could be better than the trajectory you're headed on. Because it seems to me that someone here is about to become a leader, and that you're going to easily, it says, achieve success. You can overcome any problem. I mean, this is beautiful. The divine is saying you have everything in your arsenal to create this new situation, but it is about divine timing, and it is about them saying, now is the time. They're taking time to set things up perfectly, and understand that no matter what wall you hit, no matter what happens, you can find new wings. So whatever's happened in the past, whatever thing you've been up against, you can find new wings. You can rise like the phoenix. You can have a rebirth in your life. It simply comes down to trusting the divine, working in tandem with them in order to bring about the change that you seek. But understand that there are all types of seasons. And when you move too quickly, you may skip something that's imperative for you to understand and to have under your belt before you move forward. And it could just be something simple, like the divine is trying to add something into what you have planned in order to make your end goal, the end result that you wish for, come a lot faster than if you keep on the path that you're keeping on without this one bit of knowledge that you need to move forward with. Because, my friends, when you do, look what happens. It's a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward and fortune is on your side. That's why it says here, you will naturally and easily achieve success. It will come naturally to you when it is time, in divine timing, when the divine has it on the go, okay? So you must flow with what the divine has on the go. Enjoy the flow and trust those currents, for we're right there with you. Do you see? They're right here with you. They're trying to help you get all this sorted and in order to make the best impact that you yourself can possibly make. And really and truly, it's a form of them totally having your back through this situation. Okay? So you'll have to decide for yourself if it's time to move forward. If you feel it is, go ahead, take that step, move forward. Someone's having a rebirth here, whoever this is about, and you're finding a brand new way to move forward. And you might want to rush forward headlong, but the divine might hold you up for a little bit. I'm not going to lie, they might hold you up for a little bit and actually say, wait a second, there's something you're missing here. You're rising from the ashes. Perhaps there's more healing needs to happen, or there's just a little piece of something you might be missing. So if you move ahead and you come up against brick walls, please remember that it could be the divine holding you up for you to learn something that will bring your end goal, your result, a lot faster than if you'd have headed forward on that trajectory. Because, my friends, who doesn't want this? Tell me, who does not want this? A rebirth and the wheel of fortune. When you have this rebirth, which you've been going through for quite some time, a lot of you have been, Okay, when you have this rebirth and you step into the power that is you, and the divine has your back, and everything is set, everything has been set perfectly by them, my friends. The wheel of fortune is karma, the wheel of karma, the wheel of time, all spinning in your favor, and it is a beautiful time. Beautiful time. This is such a beautiful time. It's when we start to see the fruition in the third dimension, the 3D that we live in. See everything we've put to work come to fruition. It's such a beautiful time. And that is when we can look back on things with hindsight and say, oh, well, that makes sense now. I can see why if I hadn't gone through that exact thing I went through, that this would have never happened. I hope this resonates for you guys. Blessings to you, and have a great day.